in Buddhism after the Buddha, the sects of Buddhism. Part 4, we will speak of the Dharmapada. The Dharmapada is the way to happiness, and it is found within the Sutra Patika. It's going to give us a list of ways to achieve happiness. The first part is going to be liberating ourselves from a handful of things, from hatred, from moral ailments, from greed, from possessions, and from this notion of winning and losing, victory and defeat. The first part is purge yourself of these things. You cannot be happy if you have hatred. You cannot be happy if you have moral ailments. You cannot be happy if you are greedy. You cannot be happy if you are attached to possessions. And you cannot be happy if you think it's about winning and losing. So you cannot be happy if you don't rest. You also need to understand that hunger is the worst disease. If you can fast, if you can endure hunger, then you can endure any other disease. And your body is the greatest pain. You can withstand the physical pain and suffering of your own body. You can withstand any pain and suffering. You also need to be healthy, be content, and be trustworthy. And part of this contentedness is you need to be able to be content in solitude. As such, then, you can find tranquility. Part of being happy is also about others, especially who you surround yourself with. Choose to surround yourself with the elect. The elect here are those that focus on their duty and doing their duty. Choose to surround yourself with the wise. Choose to follow the wise, the intelligent, those who endure, those who are dutiful, and the elect. And the Dharmapada is made up of a bunch of little aphoristic passages. So here we see all we are is thought, founded on thoughts, made of thoughts. If a man speaks or acts with an evil thought, pain follows him. This is just a natural consequence of doing evil. Pain follows you. All we are is thought, founded on thoughts, made of thoughts. If a man speaks or acts with a pure thought, happiness follows him. Don't speak or act with evil thoughts. Speak or act with pure thoughts. And free yourself from hatred, because hatred does not cease by hatred. Hatred only ceases by love. Here we have some more aphorisms. He who seeks happiness, hurting or killing, never finds happiness and will not escape suffering. He who seeks happiness, not hurting or killing, but purifying himself, he will find happiness, and his suffering will end. And do not speak harshly. Those spoken to will answer in the same way. Angry speech is painful, retaliation may overtake you. If a man hold himself dear, let him watch himself carefully. A wise man should be watchful. If you actually care about yourself, you should watch yourself carefully. each man should direct himself first to what is proper. So first, you do the right thing. Then teach others about it. If you do this, be wise and you will not suffer. A man, being himself well subdued, may subdue others. If you are well subdued, you have the power to subdue others. But yet, subduing yourself is indeed difficult. But if it's difficult to subdue ourselves, why should we do it? Because we are our own refuge. What other refuge could there be? So a well-subdued man can find refuge such as few can find. Should also avoid doing evil. Evil done by oneself, which is self-begotten, self-bred. When I do evil, it's not because anybody else has made me do it. It comes from me. It crushes the foolish. And if my wickedness is very great, it brings me down to the state where my enemy wishes me to be. But why do I do these wicked things? Because bad deeds are easy. What is good and beneficial is very difficult. Yet I should take that difficult path because by oneself the evil is done. By oneself one suffers. By oneself evil is left undone, and by oneself one is purified. Purity and impurity belong to oneself. No one can purify another. I should take the difficult path, or else I will suffer from the evil I do. And if I take the difficult path, I'll be purified. And this difficult path then includes not forgetting my own duty. I should never forget my own duty. Not even for the sake of another's duty, no matter how great. And after I have discerned my own duty, I ought always be attentive to my own duty. And finally, we must understand all created things perish. If I know this, I can become passive in pain. I don't have to react to my pain. I don't have to let my pain drive me. And this is the way that leads to purity. I also need to understand that all created things are griefs and pains. Again, if I know this, I can be passive in pain. I don't have to let my pain drive me. This is the way to purity. And all forms are unreal. All forms are Maya, illusion. If I know this, I can become, again, passive in pain. I don't have to let my pain drive me. And this is the way to purity.